very excited to share with you my favorite face oil recipe that I also use as a body oil. I absolutely just love it, and it is so simple to put together. So really, please leave in the comments if you are going to try it. And this is not the combination that I started with, so you can make it a lot more simple. You can just basically start with the oils that you have in your kitchen. But today I'm going to start with and show you my main ingredient is olive oil. Then I'm going to use sweet almond oil, jojoba, argan oil, castor oil a bit, that's also optional, and then also some black cumin seed oil, that's also optional. And there's really no right and wrong, and you'll have to experiment and make different combinations and see what is actually your favorite. It's only when I started I used 1 or 2 oils, and then as I learned about the different properties of the oil, I started adding more oils to the recipe. So this is basically just how I put it together, and I can say really, together with my healthy diet, I can say I didn't really age skin-wise the past 11 years. So I always love to share this recipe, and people love it. There's also a different combination that you can do. Love lavender oil, as I don't use any other fragrances on myself. I don't use any perfumes. This gives just a nice flowery smell. So the lavender I like. It's also got many other properties, calming properties. And I use a bit of peppermint oil, not too much, because if that gets into your eyes, it can cause your eyes to burn a bit and tear. And then I also use frankincense and myrrh. It's also a very important ingredient that I use. So I used to have a lot of skin pigmentation. You can see on the photo here. And if you would like me to share how I got rid of the pigmentation naturally, please leave a comment and I can do that in a following video. But I do still use a bit of castor oil because I think it just has so many properties. And then I also use frankincense. I think that also use especially when you've got spots and things on your face, more like markings, permanent markings, or maybe a bit of pigmentation that you do get, you can use that for. So let's get into the recipe. I use a bottle that's more like a dark colored bottle. You also want to protect your oils against sunlight or light. So I use a dark colored bottle, but I also put it away immediately. I keep it in a closed cupboard in a dark area. So then some type of funnel. Then I'm going to start with my main ingredient. I'll also be sharing the recipe down below. This is so simple. So this is half a cup. And I also use, and you can see it's organic olive oil. Especially when it comes to skincare, I don't eat oils anymore. The past almost 4 years I've not been eating oils. I put it on my skin, and I also buy the best quality, and I'm still saving a lot on my skincare. And then the rest of the oils, it's only a 1/4 cup. So I basically use less for the rest of the oils. And this doesn't have to be 100%. This is not a scientific recipe. This is just my own recipe, and it works which combinations you do and the amounts you do. It's just because I have to share a recipe, else people are a bit lost. And so then I'm going to go on to the next one, which is my jojoba oil, also a 1/4 cup. And the last one is my sweet almond, one of the first to use together with olive oil. These oils, it's quite general oils that are used in skincare. Okay, so there I've got that. And then I'm also going to put in a 1/4 cup of castor oil. And I'm sure you've heard about all the benefits. Castor oil is now very well known and almost like in fashion, if I can say it, in the health and wellness industry. I've been using it for many years. One of the first things I learned about, I was very conscious about my skin pigmentation. It was all over my face, and I was always told it was because of the sun. The sun is not the only cause of pigmentation, but I can share that in a following video. then optional, you can also add some black cumin seed oil. Just give it a good shake. And I'm only going to use 30 ml, so that's 2 tablespoons. But this is also optional. I just saw why I'm adding it. I actually saw people that actually made a skincare range with black cumin seed oil, and just because I'm very curious, I always I like to try things out. So then I thought, okay, that will be the next thing that I'm going to add. If it works in their products, it can work in my products. Okay, so when it comes to essential oils are very, very concentrated. So I'm going to give you the amounts that I put in, but be cautious. I would only start with half of the amount. First mix it and see how your skin is reacting. If you've got a very sensitive skin, even use less than that. You can rather build up. So I'm going to start with the lavender oil. That's 60 drops. I'm not even going to measure it because I know. So I'm just going to add it in. It smells so lovely. I'm sure I sleep better at night because of this lavender oil. And then the mint oil, I'm only going to use 20 drops. As I said, it won't do any damage, but you don't want to get it in your eyes. So just a little bit. Just for saving time, I'm not really going to measure it. Then frankincense is amazing. I use 20 drops. And then I'm also going to add some myrrh. Sometimes I don't have all of them, but then I just use whatever I've got. So I'm just going to estimate my 20 drops. As I say, there's no right or wrong. You can just do it. And then we'll end with is just, you can also end with your olive oil, but you don't want a lot of your essential oils to stuck to the funnel. So you can just basically end with a little bit of this oil. And that's it. So easy. And I'm just going to mix it. And there is the oil. So quickly to do. And then I can't resist. I just need to put a bit on my skin. It just feels amazing. I also do my neck area. Yeah, it's. And then I also inhale. I do this in the morning after my shower. And I also do it at night after I've taken my bath, and I put it everywhere. I put it in my ears, around my ears, you know, just to make sure I don't get extra wrinkles where I don't want wrinkles. And I just know when I turned 30, that was many years ago, I'm 54 now, I saw these first wrinkles here, and I was very concerned about how they're going to look in 10, 20 years time. It looks better now with the oils and the things that I'm using and the food that I'm eating. It's one of the biggest things that you will see when you make diet changes and lifestyle. Actually, your skin is a very good indicator just to question yourself if what you are doing working and the right thing. So it really, I can say my skin improved so much. It's not that one is bragging about it, but for a person that always had skin problems, I mean, in my younger years, I also went on things like Roaccutane that I would never do again, just because I found that with food you can do a lot. First go and see what you can do with food, because those things also cause a lot of damage in your body. Okay, so that's now the skin oil, and I also use it as a body oil. And really, if you calculate the amount that it costs you, you know, you get so far with this can last you. You can see it's quite a bit of an amount of oil, depending if you just use it for your face, but I also use it on my body. Cost-wise, very, very affordable. So the other thing that I would like to share is, because people ask you, but what do you use to clean your face? Do you use soap? My routine is so simple now. Many years ago, I would say it was about 8-9 years ago, I went to like a health conference, and then I saw a demonstration of Enjo glove. a very good quality product. They sell it as a face and body set, and then you also get like 2 circles that you can use for makeup, which I did use initially. Now I don't wear makeup. I just feel more confident in my skin just naturally. And this is the body glove. And it's got a very soft side, and then it's got a slightly more textured side. The same with your face glove. It also lasts 2 years. So if you do the maths per month, you're saving money, because I don't buy a cleanser, face cleanser. This is what I use in the shower and in the bath to clean my face. And this is what I use to wash my body with. And this I don't use anymore. I just use it for demonstration purposes. And this removes makeup. Can't believe it, without using any other agent. You basically just wet it and it actually removes your makeup. And because I'm always curious, as I say, I like to try things out, and I thought, okay, I will buy it and let me try it out. And I've never looked back. It definitely also contributes to your skin's texture. And the reason why I know it, because I have forgotten it at places, and then within 2-3 weeks you can see a difference. It's got to do with the technology of the fiber. So I'll put the link of the product. I'll put the website. I think it is more available overseas. So if you've got someone that's traveling, or if you're there, you can. I'm sure there's ways to get it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my facial routine and what I do. It's very simple, and I can definitely say it made a huge difference in my health. So let me know if you would like with my following video to hear about how I used castor oil and how I got rid of my skin pigmentation. If you like this video, remember to hit the like button, remember to subscribe, and I hope to see you with my next video. Have a lovely day.